Welcome to the channel, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about the way of the future, the first AI church, and this hive mind that they themselves have talked about and what others have talked about, right? But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. And I do want to apologize for not getting videos out there. I've been sick, so apologies on that. But anyways, Revelation 13:15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Now, when we break this down, it says he gives life unto an image of the beast, right? A representation of the beast. Or an idol, basically, right? But the image of the beast should both speak. Okay, so an AI can fit this, both of these bills here, right? Being an image of the beast, but also can speak, right? Okay. Revelation 17:13, or 12 and 13. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. So are they giving their minds into this AI thing, right? I don't know. It's very interesting. But there's also that one mind mentality, right? We're all the same and we're all one, right? We're going to see that comes from the dark side, right? I'll prove it to you in the Bible. But anyways, inside the first church of artificial intelligence. Now, this is in 2017. They got in legal trouble, had to shut it down, and then they're back up and running. 2023. Well, it's 2024 now, but they got up and running again in 2023. Okay. Anthony Lewandowski makes an unlikely profit. Interesting. Dressed Silicon Valley casual in jeans and flanked by a PR rep rather than cloaked acolytes. The engineer known for self-driving cars and triggering a notorious lawsuit could be unveiling his latest startup instead of laying the foundations for a new religion. But he is doing just that. Artificial intelligence has already inspired $1 billion companies, far-reaching research programs, and scenarios of both transcendence and doom. Now Lewandowski is creating its first church. The new religion of artificial intelligence is called Way of the Future. It represents an unlikely next act for the Silicon Valley robotics wonderkind at the center of high-stakes legal battle between Uber and Waymo, Alphabet's anonymous vehicle company. Papers filed with the Internal Revenue Service in May name Lewandowski as the leader or dean of the new religion, as well as CEO of a nonprofit corporation formed to run it. Okay. So what is going to be, this is Lewandowski here. What is going to be created will effectively be a god. Lewandowski tells me in a modest mid-century home on the outskirts of Berkeley, California. It's not a god in the sense that it makes lightning or causes hurricanes. But if there is something 1 billion times smarter than the smartest human, what else are you going to call it? Okay, I wanted a way for everybody to participate in this, to be able to shape it. Interesting. If you're not software engineer, you can still help, he says. It also removes the ability for people to say, oh, he's just doing this to make money. If only Christians. But I'll keep my mouth shut. Lewandowski will receive no salary from Way of the Future, and while he says that he might consider an AI-based startup in the future, any such business would remain completely separate from the church. The idea needs to spread before the technology, he insists. Okay? The church is how we spread the word, the gospel. If you believe in it, start a conversation with someone else and help them understand the same things. Listen to what he says here. Lewandowski believes that change is coming A change that would transform every aspect of human existence, disrupting employment, leisure, religion, the economy, and possibly decide our very survival as a species. If you ask people whether a computer can be smarter than a human, 99.9% will say that's science fiction, he says. Actually, it's inevitable. It's guaranteed to happen. Yeah. So we're going to go down here because he says some interesting stuff down here. Okay. Lewandowski prefers a softer word, the transition, right? Humans are in charge of a planet because we are smarter than the other animals and are able to build tools and apply rules, he tells me. In the future, if something is much, much smarter, there's going to be a transition as to who is actually in charge. What we want is the peaceful, serene transition of control of the planet from humans to whatever, and to ensure that whatever knows who helped it along. With the internet as its nervous system, the world's connected cell phones and sensor as its sense organs, and data centers as its brain, the whatever will hear everything, see everything, and be everywhere at all times. The only rational word to describe that whatever links or thinks Lewandowski is God. And the only way to influence a deity is through prayer and worship. Okay. So now here it is. Anthony Lewandowski closes his Church of AI. This is February 18th, 2021. Okay, the former Google engineer who avoided an 18-month prison sentence after receiving a presidential pardon by Donald Trump has closed the church he created to understand and accept a Godhead based on artificial intelligence, the way of the future. So he closes it down. Was officially dissolved at the end of the year, according to the state federal records. However, the process had started months before June. Documents filed with the state of California show the entirety of the church's funds, exactly 175,172, were donated to the NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund. Basically, yeah. What was it? He got caught for doing some Google trade secrets, I think it was. Let's see if they have it here. Claire and Google made 2 arbitrations demands against Lewandowski around 2 months after acquisition. Oh yeah, and Waymo filed a lawsuit against Uber for trade secret theft and patent infringement. Okay, yeah. But check this out. God GPT. Anthony Lewandowski revives AI church with fresh religion reboot. This was published November 24th, 2023. Interesting. So, it says, when it originally began its operation 2015, it didn't operate like a traditional church. So basically, he starts it up, right? But that's not the end of it. Let's go here. Right here. Now, does this mean anything? Not necessarily, because Trump pardoned a few others too, Lil Wayne and all that, but interesting. Trump pardoned church AI founder. So I went there to worship. Former Google exec Anthony Lewandowski got a surprise pardon from the outgoing president. But what of his church of artificial intelligence? I decided to investigate. All right. Here's another. Where is it? Anyways, so Trump pardoned him. And what's interesting now, I'm not saying Donald Trump or this guy is the false prophet, right? He very well could be. And Donald Trump very well could be the beast. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that. And as you guys know, I believe Lucifer, right, is the beast of Revelation, but it doesn't I won't put it behind me that he possesses a person, right? Or whatever. So, anyways, this is very interesting here. So 2 Thessalonians 2:3. Let no one deceive you in any way. Let not some YouTuber, not Donald Trump, not Biden, not any world leader, whatever, not your favorite pastor. God, let Jesus be your teacher, right? Let him show you. Let God show you. Okay. Let no one deceive you in any way, for it will not come, basically the coming of the beast, right? Until the rebellion, right? This is a twofold thing. It's a rebellion from the ways of God, but also rebellion, right? A full-on rebellion. And what are we seeing with Donald Trump right now? I'll say this. The beast is going to be someone that you love and respect, right? This whole notion that he's always someone that you hate, right? Just the worst person out there and that you hate. No, man, the beast is going to come and you're going to think this guy's like the best guy ever. He's more than man of the year. He's great. He's fighting the system, right? But then he's going to pull the rug right out from you, right? Now, I'm not saying is Donald Trump the beast. No. Okay. I'm just putting out scenarios for you guys to consider, right? Because I'm not politically motivated whatsoever. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. You know, I'm just here to give you the truth as I see it, right? I guess is the best way of putting it. Doesn't mean I'm have 100% all the answers and you should listen to me. No. But, anyways, I'm ranting too much here. Okay, so just interesting stuff. Transhumanism is the position that human beings should be permitted to use technology to modify and enhance human cognition and bodily function, expanding abilities and capacities beyond current biological constraints. Transhumanism is characterized by a set of core values emphasizing positive experience and recognizing the limitations of human cognition and embodiment in achieving maximally positive experience. A set of non necessary but common secondary values and positions associated with transhumanism include individualism, libertarianism, pragmatism, and physicalism. You can add the church in there too as well. There's Christian transhumans out there, and is growing. Transhumanism has been criticized by a variety of perspectives, including those religious and secular, and those socially conservative and socially liberal. Again, that is changing. It's changing real quick. It's quite interesting seeing it happen. But anyways, okay, mapping virtual worlds. The main thrust of its concern is that humans and technology humans have built are headed toward a convergence of some kind. Many transhumanists hold that free people should have the right to use technology to alter their bodies, minds, and environments in whatever way they see fit. Now, if you don't have an arm, you lost your arm or something, did you get a prosthetic? That's fine. The problem is when you start messing with the DNA. Because what's going to happen is that antenna that's connected to God naturally is going to connect to somebody else. And I'm going to show you who that somebody else will be. And it'll literally, anyways, their bodies, I don't think I finished this. Transhumanism, they may be seen as much a political position as it is a philosophical one. Okay, here we go. Why it matters here. Virtual worlds offer ways to model transhuman and post-human projects, including social systems that may come after the singularity. Now, if you don't know, the singularity is humans converging with technology. Okay, oops. Sorry about that. Okay, make sure I didn't turn off my mic here. That would have sucked. Okay, so you guys get the gist. Now, 1 Corinthians 3:16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you? 2 Thessalonians 2:4. Whoso opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God. Let's go back. Don't you know that you are the temple of God? So, this AI, with what's coming down the pipeline with Elon Musk, Neuralink, with all these technologies, you got this AI church, right? And you take the mark of the beast, right? It changes your DNA from having that God antenna, right, to connecting to the beast. And he will be in the temple. And he will control you, right? What you do and all that. Like he can come in, just boop. Did you do your daily prayers? Did you do this? To see if you're keeping to narrative, right? 1984, but even worse. So, it's crazy, man. Crazy. Okay, Elon Musk claims the first human patient has received a Neuralink brain implant. Elon Musk claimed on X, the neurotechnology company received FDA approval to begin human trials last year. Musk said the patient is recovering well and early results show promising neuron spike detection. Okay. Elon Musk on Monday claimed, blah, blah, blah. It's all the same stuff. Imagine if Stephen Hawking could communicate faster than a speed typist or auctioneer, he continued. That is the goal. So there you go. His Neuralink is coming to fruition, according to him. Here we go. Musk previously said the Neuralink device will record and stimulate brain activity, acting as a Fitbit in your skull, and claimed the implant would eventually solve conditions including autism and schizophrenia. You sure about that? It may help cure those, but what if it brings something else and increases this? Who knows? I'm not going to say anything else, but just crazy. Now, so we're going to go through the little tour here of Apple Vision. Okay, so you got this girl here. It says, welcome to the era of spatial computing. So we look here. Well, now stuff's going to pop up. Boom, boom. Now you got your stuff right there, right? But now that you got this Neuralink, you probably won't even need the glasses, right? Apple Vision Pro seamlessly blends digital content with your physical space. So there you go. Watch your movies, get all your stuff, right? And read a book. You navigate simply by using your eyes, hands, and voice. I mean, you gotta admit, that is pretty cool. So you can do things you love in ways never before possible. Just crazy how all this stuff is coming out, like all at the same time. When there's like a DNA thing that can change your DNA, what's going on, right? And this Neuralink, right? Oh, we'll get into that in a second. I guess, hold on. Yeah. So Revelation 13:16. And he causeth all both, small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. This Neuralink goes in your brain. So interesting. And again, where's that antenna going to be connected to, right? It's going to be connected to God or the beast. Okay, so now here's more of the hive mind, right? This is the mentality of the dark side, right? So Mark 5:9. And he asked him, what is thy name? And he answered, saying, my name is Legion, for we are many. You see how what it's that hive mind, right? Saying, my name is Legion, saying all are one, right? But it's saying there are many, for we are many. And there's the hive mind mentality. This is when, and then you have this, right? Revelation 17:13. These have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. It's that hive mind mentality. All right. So this is futurism. They do scientific articles and stuff like that. Keeping up with AI, while humanity must cultivate a hive mind. Okay, keeping up with AI. My view is that we humans need to stay one step ahead in the intelligence arm race. There are various technologies being explored to make us smarter, ranging from gene therapy to supercharge our minds, to implanted chips that augment our brains and maybe change your frequency, right? Personally, I prefer less invasive methods. If we look to Mother Nature, countless other species have faced challenges during their evolutionary development, where survival requires a boost in intelligence beyond the abilities of their individual brains. Those species developed methods to amplify their intelligence by thinking together, becoming one, right? And what do we see with these? My name is Legion, for we are many. I don't know if you want that type of mentality, right? And with God, right? It's one body, but I may be a finger, you may be uh, an elbow, right? Or whatever, you know what I mean? We're part of one body, but we're different, right? But, anyways, thinking together, forming systems that tap their combined knowledge, experience, insights, and instincts. Biologists have many names for such systems: flocks, schools, swarms, shoals. But the principle itself is generally referred to as collective intelligence, or more specifically as swarm intelligence. Interesting. All right. So I'm going to end it with this. Mark 13:13. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. He is fully capable of keeping you out of harm's way, right? No matter what goes down, and just keep praying to him, keep looking towards him, right? And research yourself. You know what I mean? Find the truth yourself. Don't believe what I say or what anyone on YouTube is saying. Find it yourself. You know what I mean? And all these verses and all the articles that I brought up, look into them yourself. See if I'm even saying that truthfully, right? So, anyways, I digress. Um, I want to thank you guys for watching, and you guys have a wonderful day.